Alright, let's get us a pass in. That was a good run, you guys. Y'all seen that? Oh, that was awesome. That was some Dukes of Hazzard shit. Got the Blackjack out. Just wanted to kind of show you guys where my strut position is. I'm going to show you what my blueprint job looks like when it's pretty much done. Today we're going to run this M447 that I've just thrown on the boat. I actually just got done balancing, sharpening, thinning out this propeller, and it's pretty sharp. So we're going to see what the boat will do with an M447. Do a couple passes with it with the GPS in it. I'm about to grease it up. Before I do, I just wanted to show you guys the ride pads. Oh yeah. Been working on this boat. The video's coming out soon. It's a little 12-inch FE boat. I used what I had laying around. It's an airplane motor, airplane ESC that I've waterproofed. The motor, ESC, receiver, a little 2S battery, micro servo, homemade rudder, Octura 1427 propeller. It's the only thing I really bought for this boat, but hadn't even run it yet. Just got done building it. But pretty cool little boat. Homemade. Everything's homemade. It was a little toy jet pump boat that I actually did away with the pump part. And yeah, can't wait to get that thing on the water. But back to the Blackjack 42. You guys, what the boat looked like blueprinted. All my sponsons, all my ride pads are touching the flat surface here, as you can see. The strut. This is my position with the strut. This is the position I got 73 miles per hour in the position it's in now. Where that line is, that's where I was hitting 68, 69 miles per hour with a 1.7, 1.6 pitch, 3/16 bore Pro Boat propeller. I've got an M447 on that I've actually sharpened, balanced, and thinned out. We're going to give that a shot today, see what the boat does with an M447. I'm going to put the strut up here on the flat surface. That way you guys can see how low I'm running my strut. It's basically 4 or 5 millimeters with a little bit of down angle. Just a little down angle. And with my rudder cocked forward. See how it's cocked forward? That helps keep the bow down a little bit. Also, with the little bit of down angle I have, that helps keep the bow down as well. So we don't have to run batteries all the way up in the front with lead and weight all the way up in the bow of the boat. Show you guys what the blueprint job looks like. It's not perfect, but it is perfect to me, to be honest with you. This thing flies. It don't porpoise nowhere near as bad as it used to. You can see my flat spot here. My flat spot here, little flat spot on the front ones. The front ones are really high. That's basically what it looks like. I'm not gonna finish it. I'm not gonna like do a top coat. I'm just gonna leave it primed, basically sealed. That way, if I get a chip or something in it, I could touch it up really easy, really quickly, and get back going. But yeah, that's her blueprinted. That's what it looks like when it's done. All your ride pads should touch the flat surface, all of them. 73 is my top speed. Hopefully we can beat it today with an M447. Well, I'm gonna show you guys how I grease my shaft. I don't take this bushing out of this strut anymore. I don't take the bushing out. I got it Loctited in there. I've had issues even with this upgraded drive dog. I've had issues with this strut with the bushing spinning in my strut. So I don't take it out as often. What I do to grease it is I got some grease that I pushed into this, like, I guess syringe thing, and I'll just kind of squirt it in my bushing here, and then I'll like squirt it in my stuffing tube really heavy, a lot in there. All right, and of course I get it on my shaft. What I do is I'll take a little pick tool and push that grease down toward the bushing, and you'll see once I put it back in there, you'll actually see grease coming out. When I throttle it up, the grease will actually start coming out the back of the strut here. So when you see grease coming out of your strut, when you're throttling it up, you know you have enough grease on it. And I spin it as I go in. I'll take like a little card and I'll put it in front of my stuffing tube up here. I'll put it right in between the stuffing tube and the collet. You see that? I like to spin it in because it seems like more grease stays in the stuffing tube rather than coming out. Alright, so once I get it up to my card, that keeps the grease in there. It don't let the grease push out. Once I feel the flex cable bottom out on this card, I'll kind of wobble it around a little bit, turn it while it's in there. Then I pull my card out, and then I push my flex cable into the collet. Alright, so it just went in. As you can see, I didn't have any grease come out of my stuffing tube. All that grease is in my stuffing tube, every bit of it. This card in between the collet and the stuffing tube helped keep the grease in your drive system. So I'm gonna get this tightened up. No grease on the propeller. So watch when I spool it up. Watch how much grease comes out. So you don't have to take this bushing out. Look at the grease on the table. You don't have to take the bushing out of your strut every time you grease your boat up. You can just put some grease back here and it'll actually push right through. I've actually like filed out my hole a little bit larger, like wider. But with this smaller screw up here, it actually allows me to put a little bit more down angle on my strut than with the larger 4mm screw. So if you guys are wondering why, that's the reason. Stop, record. Alright, so I got the Z power in the boat. 6,000 milliamp, 100C discharge. M447 propeller, like you guys seen in the start of the video. Got it greased up. I showed you guys the strut position. I showed you guys the blueprint job. So let's see what she does with the M447. I'm not going to tape it up. There's probably going to be water in the boat. Got the recovery boat ready. Let's see what she does. Alright, let's see what she does. I got a little warm-up pass in just now. I'm not sure which way the wind's blowing. It's light and variable. Alright, here we go. Full trigger. Full trigger. Full trigger. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright, let's see what that was. I did my little warm-up run, and then I got that second pass in. Let's see what that was. She wanted to get a little squirrely on me. I had to pull off the trigger for a second. She got a little squirrely. Alright, so 66 miles per hour. M447. Alright, let's see what she does on this next pass. Yeah, these plastic hull boats, I think they get water in the seam. Plus, I need to actually go through and seal where all the hardware is on the transom, and where the stuffing tube goes through the hole. But all that needs to be sealed up. That's why we're getting water in our boats. Let's see what she does this time. I don't know which way this wind's blowing. I actually think it's coming from this direction. All right, let's get us a pass in. That was a good run, you guys. That was a good run. All right, let's check the speed. Let's see what we got on that last run. Oh, batteries are still in there. 68, and I had it opened up. 68 miles an hour. All right, let's get us a run in here. 1.7, 1.6 Pro boat. Full trigger. That ain't our top speed. Move these batteries back a little bit. 68. 68 again. Cord. I took my shaft out to grease it, and might not have got my strut at the right angle. It's the only thing I don't like about this boat is that the shaft, the way you have to grease it, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. At least she's not porpoising. Full trigger. Full trigger. She's wanting to like catwalk a little bit more than normal. All right, let's see what her speed was. $68 again. Yeah, I must not got my strut where it needs to be. 68 again. The other day I got 73. So my strut must be off. My strut angle. My angle on the strut. Move the battery back a little bit. So like I said, with this blueprint job, it's to help flatten out the ride pads because there was some little waves and dips in it. It's kind of experimental right now, and see, I got a little bad spot right there too. Could cause it to walk a little bit. Experimental, so I don't know exactly how long it's going to hold up and all that good stuff. All Alright, let's get this one more run in. What in the hell? I lost steering. RC boating, you don't have as much brakes. There's not a whole lot to them. There's a lot of moving parts with RC trucks, truggies, buggies, and you know, you bash them or you don't even bash them and you just run them and they're constantly breaking. Bearings are going out. Servo saver, servos. You're always having to upgrade an RC car, RC truck. Boats, you can upgrade them, yeah, but you don't have to. They don't break as often. There's not as much maintenance. Like I said, this is the first actual thing that's like prevented me from like finishing out a day of boating, and I don't even mind it because it's basically my fault. I had this thing apart not too long ago, shimming it up so it don't like have a lot of movement, and I guess I didn't put enough Loctite on. It's my fault, but they don't break like a RC cars, RC trucks. Like if you guys are wanting something like a RC that you could take out and you don't have a whole lot of problems with, get yourself a boat. Get a boat, and there's not a lot of upgrades you have to do to a boat, other than like, you know, your motor and ESC just to make it go faster. I mean, yeah, you can get trim tabs and turn fins and stuff for your boats, but there's not a lot of moving parts. You don't have to buy wheels constantly. You know, you're not going to blow your wheels out on a boat. You're not going to, you know what I'm saying? You catch my drift here. But I enjoy boats. You just don't have to work on them as much. You don't have to fix broken parts as often as you do an RC truck or car. There's not quite as many things to go wrong with a boat. So if you're interested in getting a boat, I would go for it. I would pull the trigger, because if you're fed up with RC trucks constantly braking on you, boats aren't quite as bad. If you get a decent boat, you're going to have some fun with it, and you're not going to be working on it constantly. Yeah. So I appreciate you guys watching Big B with Ironclad RC, a channel where we tinker, test, and tune everything RC. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good. Ring the bells and all them whistles. We'll see you guys next time.